Hey everybody, it's Vincent here. So I meant to do this yesterday, but things came up. Okay, so here we go. Um, I had my hysterectomy last Wednesday, not the Wednesday that just passed, but the Wednesday before that. So it's been like a week. I went to see the doctor for post checkup and everything was fine. Everything was going good. I didn't feel a lot of pain, no bleeding. So it was all good. He gave me the okay to travel and he gave me the okay to go back to my volunteering this coming Wednesday. Okay, so I did what I normally do on Thursdays, which is I go out of town via bus, and it was really bumpy because we had to take back roads because construction. So I was in a lot of pain. And I just kind of went, well, that happens because, bumpy ride. And I had surgery, so whatever. Didn't think much of that. The pain kind of stuck around, even though I was taking meds. So I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't get any better, then I'll call. Not only did the pain persist, but Friday we were out and about in the heat, and I realized not only was I having a lot of pain, but I was bleeding, which I hadn't really done like at all since the surgery. And I was also having pain behind my knee, and it felt really hot, and it was just like a really localized pain. Sorry about that, I had cat hair. Yuck. Anyway, so yeah, I was getting concerned because I'm having like these pains, plus I'm bleeding a decent amount, I think. And now I have this random localized pain in my leg. First thing I thought was, oh great, I have a blood clot. So of course, straight to the hospital I went. They got me in right away because, possible blood clot after surgery, hey, we got to get that person in. They got me in just before the ultrasound tech was going to be leaving to catch their flight somewhere. So I was like, oh, good thing I came in now. So they got me in right away. Before they even took my vitals, they had me go and to the with the ultrasound tech. So they got that done. They did my vitals. Um, they had me. They took my blood, had me pee in the cup, and it was just kind of a waiting game to see how everything went. They even called my doctor to let him know because I had called the doctor's office previously, and the doctor had called me back. He wasn't in the office, but he got the message, and he said, if anything gets worse, go to the ER because I'm not in the office, so that's why I was in the ER. Um, so they called him to let him know that I was there, and this is what was going on. Um, what they told me at the doctor's office is there is concern for uh, for infection. Um, you don't have a blood clot, so you're good there. But we think that you are probably having the start of an infection. Um, and Dr. Dowd agrees. We're gonna put you on antibiotics, and you just keep taking your Tylenol, and things should be okay. Okay. So I went home and, started taking the antibiotics right away. I do feel better with the antibiotics, so I think, yeah, it was probably the start of an infection. The leg, they're saying probably just a strained ligament, um, rather than like muscle pain. So that's okay there. Um, but yesterday I got a call, and it was my doctor. He tells me, he said, I don't know if they told you at the hospital, but basically when they took your pee sample, they were also testing for kidney and liver function. He said, I said, no, they didn't tell me anything about that. He said, okay, so then they didn't tell you that it was high. I said, it was. He goes, both of those tested, those levels were high. And he said, but the reason they probably didn't tell you, he said, technically, your numbers are still within normal range. But I'm calling you and talking to you about this because I have concerns, because these numbers are high for you. Every time you've had a surgery with us and we've tested these things, the numbers have always been normal. Like on, the good, you've always had good numbers, and now they're kind of high. Yes, they're still within normal range, but they're high for you. So he was talking to me. He said, he asked me about how much I'm drinking, how much water I'm drinking. I don't know, I let him know, and he's like, okay. And I said, but I let him know. I said, well, I was out and about before I went to the ER. I was out in the heat. So it's possible that, I sweated everything out. He said, that is a possibility. He said, so drink lots of water. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Just drink more. Um, he goes, because I want you to go and have blood work done again, and you're going to see me the same day, like a couple hours after you get the blood drawn. I said, all right. He said, now I want to talk to you about some worst case scenarios in case this is, our best case scenario is not, what's going on. He said, I don't think we did any damage. He said, we were very careful, and there were, from what we could see, and they did this laparoscopically. He said, from what we could see, there was no damage done. He said, it's unlikely, but there's with everything that's going on, there's a small chance we might have done some damage. Great. So I'm kind of freaked out about that. He said, other than that, he said, we're just going to go from there. We're going to do the blood test and then see what comes up, and we'll go from there. So I am kind of worried. I will say, though, that with the antibiotics and keeping on the Tylenol, they told me to keep on it because they know I don't like to take pills. And I will wait till I am in so much pain. I will wait it out before I take a pill for anything. So they're like, keep on the Tylenol. We know you don't like to take pills, but please, so you can get better, keep on the Tylenol schedule. So, yeah. I have to set myself an alarm just to remember to take the pills because I don't like to take pills. I don't like to. I don't want to. The less pills I have to take, the better. But yeah. So I'm just so that's why I didn't do a video yesterday. I just kind of spent the day resting and trying not to think about the worst case scenarios, because that has me scared. Because then what? Then what? And then I go into the what ifs, and that for me, that's not good for my mental health. It's not good for me. So I literally just spent yesterday in bed doing art and trying not to think about it. But I'm here now, letting you guys know what's going on. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out right now because if it's not just the fact that I could have been dehydrated and that raised my numbers, what's going on with my liver and kidneys at this point? Because I've worked so hard at being healthier. Even my doctor was like insanely proud of me for the weight I've lost. Even though I'm not where I want to be, I've worked my butt off. I'm off of medications now. Like, I'm no longer on my gabapentin, I'm no longer on my glipizide, and everything's working out, and now this. So yeah, I'm really, uh, I'm not scared, not yet, but I'm getting to that point. I'm very nervous about all this. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Um, the only other thing that I've kind of been working on is researching for my name change, and that's going slowly because I'm just going to put it out there. Michigan law is written so poorly that it makes no sense. I actually had to get in touch with a Michigan lawyer and be like, can you explain this to me? Because I'm out of state, but my birth certificate is, Michigan. So I have to deal with Michigan law as far as the birth certificate goes. Yeah. So I had to have that explained to me. Oh my God, I'm in the worst spot ever. I had to have that explained to me by a lawyer in layman's terms because it didn't make any sense. And I had to have like definitions given to me for, certain things. I'll do a video on that uh, at another point um, about that craziness. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Um, if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe so you can see more. Have a great day, guys.